Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, so I'm getting ready for the day, and I thought I would just do a little chit chat with you before I go to the bus stop for my kids. And let's see if I can put on my makeup while I'm talking. I don't wear a lot of makeup, so this shouldn't take very long. Probably should be wearing more makeup every day. Just because, I'm single. Ready to mingle now, right? But, okay, so, talking about not taking care of yourself and not wearing makeup, just gonna put it out there, I am a failure. Failure. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is feeling like a failure, and how, nobody's perfect, and how, it's okay to fail. So I am watching right now some podcasts or videos on YouTube that talk about how to be a reading pre-K teacher. And I'm learning so much, and I feel like a failure because I am not a professional. I don't have a degree in early childhood development. I don't have a degree in reading or even as a teacher. And I do work at a daycare. For those who don't know, I work at daycare across the street from where I live. It is with the 3 and 4 year olds, and I am actually teaching them how to read. We just started it this week, so I kind of need to give myself some credit. And it was only Monday, so today's Tuesday, and I am getting my act together. I am getting things lined up, and things are getting to take place, and my classroom is getting formed even better than it was before. I have bought a bunch of games and things like that for the classroom, but according to this podcast I'm listening to right now, it actually says you don't need all that. And I'm happy that she is saying, you don't need all this curriculum. And it's good, because the math teacher, she's got curriculum out the wazoo. The writing teacher, of course, has all these worksheets for the kids to write on. When it comes to reading, there's not a whole lot of paperwork that goes along with it. I think the best way of teaching reading is by sound, listening skills, and reading, and learning the letters. We could do some games with learning the letters, but again, it is, learning the sounds. And the A says ah, the B says buh. Yesterday we did, is my mouth opened, closed, or stretchy? So if I say E, is my mouth stretchy? So, it's really nice to be able to do hands-on with these kids. And I think that's going to be the best way for these kids to learn their alphabet. Today we are going to do some worksheets. I did print off some worksheets to help with their letters, writing the letter, to identify the letter, and we are going to talk about letters in our names. One of the things that I've been learning is the kids love their names, and they do shout out their names. I could be talking about a letter S, and Sawyer is going to say, "That's in my name." I'm like, yeah, but you're disrupting the whole class to let me know that. So we are going to focus on that today. We are going to let the kids shout out their letters and their names. So I'm going to go through the alphabet and just let them shout out their letters and see how many they know. I am going to try to write it down so I know what letters they know. So I'm kind of testing them by listening to what they do know. And I think for homework on the weekend, I'm going to send home a letter to each parent and see if they can go around their house and do a scavenger hunt. So I did that last week. For me, it was kind of hard, but I'm going to see if they can find items around their home that is small, that can be put into a little baggie and brought to school, and items that I can keep. And let's see how many different items each kid finds for the alphabet. And so we're going to try to do that. And I think it will be something fun to do and with their parents, and I want to get some parents involvement. So we'll see how this works out. A lot of people send their kids to daycare and they think we're just babysitters. So it should be very interesting to see. Okay, so we're going to do that. And, to begin with, I feel like a failure as a teacher. This is something that I'm struggling with because I want to do a better job at teaching these kids. They need me. Let's just put it that way. Most of them are foster kids or have recently been adopted. And these kids, a lot of them don't have any structure in their life. So just getting them to sit down and listen to me is a challenge. So I am working on that right now. I feel like a failure, but I need to give myself a little bit of grace. I feel like a failure at home with my kids. Last night, I was in bed by 9 o'clock, and I was asleep by 9 o'clock. I was so tired, exhausted from working all day at the daycare. It was Monday, so it was a little draggy. My kids are both in their room upstairs, and I'm on the futon in the living room. It's killing my back. And so I'm hurting all day, and I had to take some ibuprofen to help, and just can't sleep. So I feel like a failure because I'm not doing a very good job. However, I did get to spend a couple hours with my son playing Uno last night, and I did make dinner, but I did not do the dishes. So again, I'm back to feeling like a failure. So I need to do that this morning. I'm thinking of my divorce, and I'm thinking of how I feel like a failure because I didn't hold my husband responsible for his actions as a Christian that he was proclaiming to be in our marriage, and now I can't because we are no longer talking and no longer married. And I feel like a failure because as his wife, I should have stepped it up, and I should have been honest with him about my feelings. I should have told him what I honestly think of his decisions, and now it's too late. Can't do it. So I feel like a failure. And, I'm happy with the way God has protected me in this divorce. So again, I want to be thankful for what God has done in my life. But I just personally feel like a failure because it's another failed marriage for me. And I think I could have tried a little bit harder to make it work. What else do I feel like a failure? I feel like a failure as a grandmother because I am not being able to be there all the time for my granddaughter like I really would like to. And so I feel like a failure there. And it's just circumstances with the way I have to work all day, and I'm not able to be available to babysit all the time. I'm busy. I have my 2 kids. And I'm kind of a part-time grandma. And I feel like that's not good for my granddaughter. I'm just not putting a lot of effort into it as much as I should be. I feel like a failure because I've made these New Year resolutions I did not keep. You guys, I have messed up when it comes to my weight loss journey already. I've had a pop, and I told myself I wasn't going to drink pop, but I've had pop. Failure. Um, I am keeping up with my fasting that I'm doing, and I think it's helping. You guys, I really do feel like it's helping. I'm only on day 4 with that, so I am seeing some benefits of that. A lot of my clothes are feeling really loose in the butt area, and it's so weird. Why am I losing weight there? Why can't I lose weight up here? Um, but you know, it is what it is. I'll lose weight slowly but surely. So I'm not quite a failure yet, but I'm feel like a failure because it's not fast enough. I want to keep up with paying my bills. I'm a failure at that. My income is not enough coming in, and so I'm struggling with paying my bills. I feel like a failure because I am not reading the Bible the way I thought I was going to for the new year. I wanted to get into it and just read every day and read the whole Bible all the way through. I am about 2 weeks behind, you guys. I don't know if it's something I can catch up and do. I was talking to my care group about it, and they said, you need to be careful with that because you are not absorbing what you're reading, and if you're going to speed up and try to catch up. And you really need to understand what you're reading. And because of me becoming the new reading teacher at school, I've kind of used up a lot of my time learning about how I can teach these kids and not reading the Bible. And with not reading the Bible, I have lost my focus on prayer, my prayer life. I am so tired at the end of the day from working. I crash. I pray, dear God, please help me get some sleep. And I crash. So, you know, I just don't know what the best route of time management. I've spent a lot of time trying to organize and clean my home. And I feel like a failure at that. I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to take to the thrift store sitting in my entryway. And my car's a mess. So I can clean out my car to get the stuff to the thrift store so they can. I feel like a failure, you guys. I feel like a failure. And my arm, my hand, my broken wrist, and my elbow that I had has been hurting. So I feel like a failure. I'm not being able to lift as much. I'm not being able to go as fast as I used to. So I did feel like I was in a lot of pain with my arm after working Saturday and Sunday in the garage, cleaning out my garage. But, you know, I feel like a failure because I'm in pain. Give myself grace again. I do have just a lot of ideas running through my head for this YouTube channel of videos I want to make. And so I feel like a failure because I'm not getting those out quick enough. I am making 2 or 3 videos every day, which is great, but I am so busy, you guys. I cannot, again, time management. I just cannot get things together the way I want to. And I just feel like as a single mom, I'm juggling everything. My time with my friends and my relationships with other people, with my children, with work, and finances. I'm just juggling everything. And I feel like a failure. So, you know, this is the day in the life of a single mom. And I just want to encourage you guys, it's okay. It's okay to feel like a failure. Give everything over to God as much as you can. Let Him take control of your life. And, give yourself grace, because you are where you are because God placed you where you are as a single woman. You are a Christian, and you could give your life and everything, all your worries to God, and He will take care of you, and He will give you the love that you need. He'll give you the money that you need. He'll give you the support you need. And I think He's happy with what you're doing, because you're doing what's right, and you're doing what you're using what He's given you and the life He's given you to do things. And the main thing is keeping everything that you do in the name of Jesus. If I am talking on YouTube about being a failure as a single mom, it's not about being a failure as a single mom. It's about allowing God to glorify you in the situation you're in. And I want to make sure that I am mentioning His name. And I want to make sure that, I'm not putting it on myself. I'm giving it to God. He created me, and He created me this way. Maybe I'm not a professional reading teacher, but God's given me the ability to use the resources of YouTube here and learn how to be a better teacher. And God has placed me with my job, and I know that's where He wants me. God has placed me in my divorce right here, so I could work at this job, and so I could work on my time management with my children, and my time management of being able to let my kids hang out with their friends, which is our neighbors, just a couple streets over from my ex-husband. So these type of things I know God has put in my life, and I need to use what He's put in my life, and I need to do it for His glory. So that's the encouragement for today. I am going to finish getting ready. I still need to get my mascara, but I left it in the bathroom, and I need to get these kids up. Time to go to the bus stop. So I don't want to fail at that. I want to make it to the bus stop on time. So I will talk to you guys later, and I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.